Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, I've come today to share with you the beauty of a scribe or a writing of the name of Allah, to explain to you the interpretations and the functions of the heart of the human being and the cycles through which a human being goes when is in a state of being created to come to earth, and also to explain to you the work that you are looking at, how important it is for human beings to know that indeed Allah, the Most Holy Glorified Allah, wishes us harmony, and also to confirm to you as human beings and my fellow human beings that indeed every set of divine law that was given to Muhammad, those are divine commandments, divine laws that governs us here on earth. They are the laws that governs human beings. The reason why we were given divine laws, because we are a creation of human beings, and as human beings we are the creation which has to depend on a guidance of He who created us. What in simple English, what you call, we have to have a manual to be able to be guided properly how to conduct our lives on earth. So in this work of art, as you can see, the big red characters that illustrates the holy name of Allah, but that holy name of Allah is divided into sections. It has an upper section, that is the upper section, and also it has a lower section. Also, all those sections of the name of Allah are representative of different functions. For instance, the functions of the heart, chambers in the heart have different functions, and also the functions of the subsections of the brain, and also the functions, the creation and the when a woman is pregnant, the state of position of a child in the stomach, in the womb of a woman, is also interpreted in this work, and also the functions of the chambers of the heart, how they distribute blood into the body of a human being. All those functions are represented here in this magnificent piece of art, which was given to me to be able to explain to human beings why they should adhere, they should obey the divine commandments that governs all human beings. As human beings, we are given divine laws, so is all other creations. Even this planet Earth, which we live on, has a set of decrees, has a set of laws, divine laws that governs this earth. It doesn't work on just on a random movement. No, it has a set of decrees, commandments, which it follows strictly. So as human beings, we are required by divine laws to adhere to the divine laws that were revealed to Prophet Muhammad, because Prophet Muhammad is a prophet whom the divine laws were revealed in a book which is known as the Holy Quran, and that book defines and defines all the divine laws and the prescriptions. My duty, why I was given the ability to scribe this work, to show human beings who have been living under indifferences of ignorance, in indifferences of I would say ignorance, because they didn't know who created them. Human beings didn't know who created them. In the modern world, you hear people, they call Jesus their God, and they have so many deities they worship. But to be precise, I'll give you a reason that will allow you to be able to separate your so-called gods from Allah. Allah is the most holy, glorified Almighty Allah. And here in this beautiful illustration, in the red characters, that illustrates the name of Allah, but it's also a signature, and it's also the shape structure of the brain of the human being. So that tells you that who designed the human being, who created the human being, made the signature, he made it in a shape structure, exactly what you look at here on the upper section. In the upper section of the name of Allah represents the front part of the brain of a human being, and also the 4 to 5 subsections of the brain of a human being. And also, if you look at it clearly, you can see that, as I said, this is a name of Allah which illustrates, which explains the functions of the heart, the functions of the body, and the functions of the 2 major parts of the human body, that is the heart and the brain. But also it explains the process in which a woman goes through when she's pregnant. Also, this work explains the difference between a man and a woman, the terminologies, the spiritual terminologies which separate a woman from a man. Also, all those divine interpretations are encrypted in this work of art, so that human beings can be able to understand themselves. The major reason, the most important reason to explain to you, is to be able to allow you to free yourself from your conjectured ideologies, which can, conjectured ideologies can lead to diseases. So many diseases occur in human beings just because the human beings are ignorant, and that's why they succumb to diseases. Whereas if you follow the divine laws that govern the human body, you will be able to prevent yourself from diseases. And you, as in your medical terms, you say prevention is better than cure. So he who created us, he laid down divine laws to prevent us from getting disease, from catching disease, because that is the greatest cure. Prevention is better than cure. So he who created us laid down divine laws, divine commandments, which prevents men from contracting deadly diseases just by being, when you do an act which is contrary to your body or to a divine law, or if you break any divine law, what happens is that if you break that divine law, the repercussion is that you will get disease. You will be punished with an infection of disease. This work it explains so many things about the functions, the body of a human being, and also the functions of the brain, the functions of the heart. As you can see, that's the upper section of the name of Allah. That is the lower section of the name of Allah. And also in the lower section, if I take you back, you can see that in the upper section, it also has a middle line, a vertical line, and that vertical line separates the two sections of the heart of a human being. And if you use an horizontal line, you can see that you have a lower section and an upper section. So if you use a horizontal line, you get a lower section, which makes up the four chambers of a human heart. The upper section has 2 chambers, and the lower section has 2 chambers. So that tells you whatever detail that is in this work of art explains exactly the inner details of the chamber of the 4 chambers of a human heart. As you can see, right up on the upper section, right up to the tip, you can see that there is something that looks like opens up like a valve that allows the heart to enter, the blood to enter into the heart, and also releases the blood out of the heart. And also in modern times, you know, they use processes. If someone has an heart attack, they use what you call resuscitation, or they put electricity or whatever on him. So in the lower section on the left hand side, it explains the muscles from which that responds to electricity, or the electric shock that starts up the heart of a human being. That shock that they give a human being is always affects the lower part of the heart, and it's the lower part of the heart of a human being that responds to that electricity and restart the heart rhythm. And also in the lower section of this work, you can see that, as I said, that we separated the upper section from the lower section by a horizontal line, and also the vertical line. The lower 2 parts, the lower section of the heart represents two sections of two chambers of the heart of a human being. But also, as you can see, the red big characters kind of protrude out of the green circle and the yellow circle. Those and then suspends to the left, and also suspends to the right, suspends to the left and also to the right. That represents the muscles from which the heart generates the continuous rotation of pumping blood around the body of a human being. That's all I can explain to you today. I wish I can have an audience to explain to you more about this work, but that chance hasn't been given to me. So when that chance arises to explain to you everything that you need to know about yourselves and your bodies, I'll be able to explain to you one day, inshallah. I say assalamu alaikum to you everyone. Assalamu alaikum around the world. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Good evening.